Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Point of order, Dr. Kennedy Graham.
Thank you, sir. I seek leave to make a personal statement.
Leave is sought for that. Is there any objection? There is none.
Thank you, sir. I've just come down to the House from my office. I was not intending to be here, having spoken already on the bill. But, and it's not a hugely critical point, but I think it requires a personal statement. The previous speaker was expressing what he called disappointment. I'm not sure if he used any other word, at what he seemed to imply might be an act of bad faith on my part in withdrawing the bill from the order paper and then putting it back on the order paper for a second reading. And I would not have bothered to come down, but it is not the first time that there has been such an insinuation, and so I just wish to take the floor and explain to the House the developments that occurred to prompt that action. During the committees, and I assume that certainly some, if not all, National Party MPs are aware of this, but possibly not. During the committee deliberations, I was not a member of the committee at the time. I was visited in my office by the chair of the then chair of the committee, who...
Just by way of guidance, sit down please. Just by way of guidance to the member must address his personal statement to specific comments if he believes he's been misrepresented. So should outline what those particular comments are and then state succinctly his response to that during the course of his personal statement. Carry on.
Thank you, sir. I'm quite capable of doing it succinctly. My point was with regard to an expression of disappointment by Mr. Naro at my putting the bill back on the order paper for a second reading. If there is any insinuation of bad faith, then I wish to make a personal statement. If he wishes to get up and say there was no intent of any insinuation of bad faith, there is no need for one.
The point of making a personal statement by a member is to speak to specific allegations that have been made by another member. A member should refer to what those specific allegations are rather than speculating that there may have been some allegation of ill will or bad faith or such and such. The member needs to confine himself to those specific matters. However, I realise he's resumed his seat and that we've moved on. Phil Twyford.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It's good to